Finally, we're gonna find out what Frank's been up to this entire time. Or at least some of the time, I hope. Cans on.
Hey, Frank. How you doing, brother? Talk to me.
Whoa.
Tell me what's going on.
This feels like we're kind of doing a bit of like a war journal vibe.
I'm not sure about me, but you ain't got a fucking chance. That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got? That's all you got?
Wow, that looks really good. I mean, I kind of knew it was going to be good, but it's also like there's a lot riding on this. I'm going to explain a little bit more what I mean about that in a second. But first of all, I want to know, what do you think of that? And who is your favorite of the sort of Netflix era heroes? The Defenders era, I guess we could say. The reason why I say there is a lot riding on this is because for Jon Bernthal, this is a film special, rather, that he is not only starring as the lead in as the Punisher, but he's also got a writing credit on it, and he's also producing it. So there's a lot kind of for him in terms of how involved he is with this project. Based on this trailer, it looks amazing. And we do have Reynaldo Marcus Green directing, and I believe Reynaldo has done One Love, the Bob Marley biopic, and also King Richard. So he has some high profile projects under his belt. Honestly, I feel like this looks absolutely amazing. And I also just realized in visiting Jon Bernthal's IMDb page that he's going to be Menelaus in the Odyssey. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Overall, though, I think the trailer for this just looks like it's gonna be cinematic. It's gonna be very, I think, focused on giving us not just a great Punisher story, but just on giving us a good piece of film, like a good story in general, which is something I'm very excited to see. I definitely feel like it is gonna be a gut punch of a special, and we're going to be going through the ringer with Frank. But I mean, to be honest, when are we not doing that? I am curious about the title, One Last Kill. Yeah, I don't know specifically what it's going to be taking inspiration from the comics. I don't think I'm familiar with the Punisher series that's called One Last Kill. But at the same time, to be honest, the Punisher is not someone that I know an extensive amount about in the comics. I've read some Punisher, but I haven't read all of it. But it looks like we are taking inspiration, at least in tone, from some very deeply meaningful projects that we've seen in the comics. Like, I'm getting a little bit of a war journal vibe, especially with the fact that it feels like Punisher is not just dealing with what's happening in the present, but also kind of experiencing those ghosts of the past coming back. And I think that is honestly when the Punisher story is the most moving, the most meaningful, when he's kind of trying to get to this place of peace, but there's things he can't let go of. And it's how we kind of realize that the Punisher isn't really about celebrating violence. It's more about acknowledging that cycle of violence that people become trapped in and how do we deal with that as a society, and how do we deal with war as a society and what it does to people. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that we're examining just based on this cursory glance. Now, of course, this is the official trailer. This is the first trailer. So I don't know if we're getting more, but I would love to know a little bit more about what's going on here, because it looks like Frank is trying to kind of get free of his demons, but he can't. And he's going to have to deal with some things. And we know he's in Brand New Day, so I'm curious what will bring him there and what'll be going on with him at that time. I don't know. We shall see. That's really all I have for this one, friends. Thank you so much for watching this reaction, especially if you watched till this point in the video, the end. If you like watching trailer reactions from me, especially when it comes to the Marvel sphere, make sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future reactions. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, stay nerdy. Bye! And if you love watching me react to superhero content, you need to check this out.